Raising the first big question tonight, the Aam Aadmi Party government in crisis, is it a conspiracy or simply the beginning of the end for Arvind Kejriwal? Joining me now tonight is Prashant Bhushan of the Aam Aadmi Party, its spokesperson and senior leader. Sudhanshu Mittal, BJP leader, is joining me. Bhupendra Chaubey, National Affairs Editor, CNN IBN, is joining me. And Mrs. Bhandari, who has been Mrs. Bhaduri, who has been a member of the Aam Aadmi Party, a founding member, but who has now quit the Aam Aadmi Party, is also joining me. Appreciate all of you joining us on this program. Let's go straight across to you, Prashant Bhushan. Your MLA claims today he was offered 10 crores to switch sides and become a minister in a BJP-led government, 20 crores to be made chief minister. Can you or anyone in the Aam Aadmi Party provide any proof that there was any approach? You made this sensational allegation without providing an iota of proof.
Well, that's the statement of one of the MLAs of the Aam Aadmi Party.
Yes.
On the basis of a direct approach that he says was made to him. But quite apart from that, several other members of our Legislative Assembly have also been reportedly given feelers. And most of these feelers appear to be coming from the BJP.
Where is the proof? Because otherwise you will be accused, as the Aam Aadmi Party has in the past, of shoot and scoot politics. That you try and throw some mud somewhere in the hope that it will stick. The limited point, when you make a serious allegation that close aides of Arun Jaitley, of Narendra Modi are offering 20 crores or 10 crores, don't you think it's your bounden duty to provide some evidence before you make such an allegation?
See, in these matters, when people are approached directly, it's not always possible to have any proof beyond the fact that they have been approached directly.
You could have stung them.
Approached directly.
You invite everyone else to sting people. You could have stung these leaders.
Sometimes stings are not possible. They are not always possible, and therefore, whatever direct information they had on the basis of direct approaches made to them, they have made that public.
Okay. You know, Sudhanshu Mittal, you're hearing what the BJP is saying. Here, Mr. Prashant Bhushan is saying direct approaches were made, feelers have been given. He says evidence of the hard kind that may be wanted by the BJP is may not be there. But the fact is that every day your senior BJP leaders are targeting the Aam Aadmi Party. There is one fresh controversy after the other. Let's be clear. Is the BJP wanting to bring down the Aam Aadmi Party as soon as possible, yes or no? Therefore, dal mein kuch kala hai.
Rajdeep, a government which will fall under its own weight needed me brought down first. Secondly, Mr. Bhushan is a very renowned jurist. He would vouch for that if a criminality of offering bribe to an MLA has taken place, it is incumbent on the MLA to report the matter to the police. Because any effort of bribery has to be reported, it is a cognizable offense. I am so surprised that with such eminent jurists guiding them, nobody has even made an attempt to report the matter to the police. For the simple reason, the allegations are false. It should be dealt with the contempt it deserves. It is beneath contempt. Now, I just want to remind you of a few historical facts. Their first MLA was Mr. Rajesh Garg, who had claimed that 10 crores were offered to me. Here Mr. Madan says on 7th of December, when he was not even an MLA, he was approached and money was offered. Now this time the amount has become 20 crores. Should I unveil the mystery why this amount seems to be rising every time? You see, since nobody has approached, a feeler through the media has been sent. Look, we are sellable but for this amount. I still remember that famous Atalji's statement in the parliament. ऐसा नहीं कि मंडी में माल नहीं था, ये तो हम खरीदार नहीं थे. You see, BJP doesn't want to had decided this is what the politics we want.
Prashant, you want to respond? Prashant, you want to respond to what you're hearing? 7th of December, just a minute, Sudhanshu. 7th of December, your MLA claims he was approached. That is before the election results were declared. We are now in the first week of February. For 7 weeks, we don't hear from him. Now, suddenly, when your government is in danger of possibly falling down, you're saying that you're being, your MLA was offered a bribe. On the 7th of December, 20 crores. He doesn't report it to the police. He didn't come before the media. Suddenly he appears. Questions will be raised as to what is the Aam Aadmi Party now up to.
You see, when a matter is publicly reported,
yes,
the police is supposed to and required to register an FIR. On this public statement made by Mr. Madan Lal, the Delhi police should register an FIR
but why
and
did he
start
keep silent for 7 weeks?
Into the matter.
Why did he keep silent for 7 weeks? For 7 weeks we didn't hear a squeak out of Mr. Madan Lal. Now suddenly we are told that aides of Narendra Modi and Arun Jaitley were bribing him. For 7 weeks not a squeak out of the man.
No, I think this approach that he has talked about is a recent approach made, not on the 7th of December.
7th of December. 7th of December is what we were told was when he was being offered money and was being sent feelers to join a BJP government and become a cabinet minister.
I am not myself aware of exactly what has transpired.
Okay.
I am only hearing it on the basis of what has appeared in the media,
okay,
and it's on that basis that I am responding.
Okay, I'm going to ask Sudhanshu to respond to you. Sudhanshu, you want to make a point?
See, he is still not saying
yes
that this MLA himself should have lodged a complaint
yes
to the police because it is a matter of criminality.
Yes.
See, because on criminality and on bribery, they have a fantastic track record. They issue a list of corrupt people.
Yes.
Without mentioning Sheila Dikshit ji, against whom they held a 370-page complaint which they had registered with the Delhi police. Now, when the anti-corruption branch is under them, they do not file a FIR with the anti-corruption branch which is directly under them. And today also look at that. They write to the president saying that the Lok Ayukt had held Sheila Dikshit guilty for unauthorized regularization, giving provisional certificates. Baba, the anti-corruption branch is under you. Please register a case, prosecute her, arrest her, but you will not do it. See, the problem is, as you said, shoot and scoot. When you are in trouble, when everybody is seeing your misconduct, when everybody is seeing your failure, what you do to divert attention, you level allegations. Now, Arun Jaitley. So the moment you level an allegation against Arun Jaitley, it becomes used.
Can I get Prashant to respond one more time? And can I get Prashant to respond? Can I get Prashant Bhushan to respond and then widen the debate? Prashant, respond to this. The charge will be made this is a diversionary tactic. On Friday, you all gave a list of 25 most corrupt leaders, all big names. It created headlines. Today, you have given big figures, 20 crores, 10 crores. Again, it will create headlines. Aam Aadmi Party wants to divert attention to get screaming headlines will be the charge against the Aam Aadmi Party. Respond to that.
Well, we had made these charges against 15 cabinet ministers more than a year and a half ago.
Yes.
Those charges had been made in May 2012. We have just expanded that list and included some of the BJP people against whom there is credible evidence of corruption.
Yes.
What Arvind said was that this Aam Aadmi Party was born in order to root out corruption. And therefore, one of our foremost objectives should be and must be to target, specifically identify known corrupt persons in the Congress, BJP and other parties and target them to ensure that they get defeated in the next election.
Is not.
But target on the basis of allegations. My point is all these...
No, not on the basis.
A lot of the people you have named have allegations against them which are not proven as yet.
We had given reams of documentary evidence against each of those 15 cabinet ministers.
You have now included
For example,
the names
today
of,
Mr. Anand
you've gone
Kumar
and included
has,
the names of Rahul Gandhi. You've gone on the next day included the names of Sonia Gandhi and Narendra Modi. The feeling is that the Aam Aadmi Party has decided that attack is the best form of defense. Throw a lot of mud, hope that some of it will stick.
Well, against each person that we had named, we had either given documentary evidence or would be happy to give documentary evidence. For example, against Mr. Anant Kumar, there is a thick report of the Central Vigilance Commission showing how he had misused and abused his position as Minister of Housing to use the funds of HUDCO for his own personal purposes. That was a report which was given on the basis of a PIL that I had filed regarding HUDCO.
No, hold on, Sudhanshu. Today, Sheila
the whole election, the whole Delhi election was fought.
Today, AAP has written to the President asking it to investigate Sheila Dikshit as well. My limited point to you, Sudhanshu, on the issue today, is it true, as is being suggested by some, that businessmen close to the BJP have been in touch with AAP MLAs to get them to break away because AAP is targeting certain powerful business interests, yes or no?
There is an allegation that they've just said the media has been purchased by Namo. Whenever you question them, Rajdeep, they'll say you have been paid by Namo. Are you going to take these allegations seriously? Or are you going to deal it with the contempt they deserve? I mean, not a shred of evidence, not a shred of credible story. And just make the allegations.
We had done a full expose on Mr. Narendra Modi.
The more people see them, the better it is for us. Rajdeep, just a minute. The more the people see them, the more better it is for us. I mean, there are our sure, mascots for victory in the Lok Sabha elections.
Hold on.
Why would we like them to fall?
Hold on.
I mean, their antiques, their non-performance, their discreditable performance is our best bet. Why do we want their government to fall?
That's what you're saying, but the interesting part is the Congress. Today Sanjay Jha, the AAP has written to the President asking that action be taken against Sheila Dikshit for alleged irregularities in granting permission to unauthorized colonies. How do you respond to that? Aam Aadmi party which you are supporting, is writing to the President asking for action to be taken against your Chief Minister. How do you respond to this kind of politics now? Are you worried?
Well, let me tell you, Rajdeep, in all frankness, one should congratulate the Congress party for having stuck to what it said when it supported the AAP party when they were given a chance to form the government. We said, because they had threatened actually to say we will take action against you, we said go ahead. I mean, if you have evidence and if you believe there are a process of judicial inquiry can reach a logical conclusion, so be it. But I think there are two irrefutable facts that are evident today based on what I've heard. Number one, that the AAP party is proving to be, so far at least, incompetent and incapable of running a government. We have given them an opportunity, but they are clearly making a hash of it. As far as the allegation against the BJP is concerned, let me tell you, if they have evidence, they should bring it out, because there are a lot of people who believe the BJP is so desperate for political power in Delhi that they will stoop to the lowest common denominator, including getting industrialists to influence or buy out the MLAs. But they need to have evidence for it. So I think both the parties at the moment are going through their own internal crisis of credibility. One party which is desperate and the other which is incapable of governance.
Sanjay Jha, you've got a situation where the Aam Aadmi party is publicly saying that your two top leaders, Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi, are corrupt. They put them in a corruption list. Today they've gone and told the President, please investigate Sheila Dikshit in the context of granting licenses to unauthorized colonies. I want to know quite simply, is the Congress going to smile and come and say that, the Aam Aadmi party is making a hash of things and continue to give it support, or are you going to pull the plug?
Well, Rajdeep, you have covered the entire political episode of the Ram Leela in 2011 from the very beginning. You will know that Prashant Bhushan and team have an absolute, carte blanche, a license to go ahead and accuse whoever they like. I'm surprised they haven't included President Barack Obama in the list. Now, the accusations against Mrs. Gandhi, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, somebody rightly said, these are very news grabby. They create a temporary headline, but, until and unless you really have a solid, tangible evidence. This is nothing but a desperate political stunt. Now, the fact remains that if today the MLA has gone to the extent of saying that he received a call, somebody came to his home, and there was an attempt to, give a 20-30 crore bribe, then I think considering they have put a hotline to tell you how to do a sting operation, they should do it at home. They should tell their MLAs how to practice it. They would have perhaps had the biggest story in India's
I take the point.
history
I
today.
take the point, but I'm going to persist in asking you, is the Congress okay with what is happening in terms of the fact that you are allowing this government to continue? If you believe that the Aam Aadmi Party is making a hash of things, if you really believe that, pull the plug on them then.
Well, the principal point on which we supported them at the very beginning was that if there is a fresh election announced, it is likely to throw up another hung assembly. I have a feeling that, AAP party got our support. We have no ideological compatibility with the BJP anyway. So we supported the AAP party because they did win a lot at our expense. And if we believe that, well, if they have come so close to the margin, let Delhi have a semblance of a government that hopefully can perform. They have clearly been so far fairly disastrous. Now, there is hope that you improve. Political inexperience, political immaturity.
You are ready for your leaders to be defamed. You are ready for your leaders to be defamed in the process.
Rajdeep, our leaders are used to the BJP, to AAP party, to everybody making accusations against us day in and night out.
Okay.
I think the people of India truly are the ones who will exercise the verdict.
Okay, let me come to you, Badal, because you've resigned as a founding member of the Aam Aadmi Party over the entire issue of the midnight raid and the manner in which the issue of the Ugandan women was dealt with by your party. You have even suggested that a high command has hijacked AAP. You've even suggested there is a CAP mentality within the Aam Aadmi Party. Do you blame today the Congress and the BJP for the predicament in which the Aam Aadmi Party finds itself? Or is the Aam Aadmi Party today in a way responsible for its own predicament where its numbers are in danger, where there is a possibility of the government falling down at any time, where it appears that their MLAs are vulnerable to poaching?
I have been a founder member of the party, and I thought it had ideals, and the chief ideal being insaniyat. You'll remember then when Arvind took the oath at Ram Leela ground, he made 2 points. He said, Rishwat nahi leni, Rishwat nahi deni, and then he sang a song. And in that song, he said, our message is insaniyat, that is humanism. And within 15-16 days of that, on the night of 15th and 16th of January, you have this mob going behind these, actually getting these
women.
Do
you believe that therefore the Aam Aadmi Party has lost direction? Is that what you're saying? That the idealism is gone? Let's be clear.
Yes, I'm very sorry. I'm really very sorry, because I thought that this party is coming as an alternative politics, not just another political party. But that has been shattered. 1 minute, give me just one chance. And that is, I think it has made a very big achievement, this party, in the way it came to power. Because I don't think that anybody expected before it that elections can be fought and can be won without a tremendous amount of money and all black money, which is...
So you're saying that what's happened after it has come to power has left you disillusioned. What happened when it was emerging and came to power had made you hopeful. You're feeling let down today. Bhupender Chaube, let's get the inside story. Is there a serious crisis within the Aam Aadmi Party? Is Mr. Kejriwal now running out of time and wants to go down as a martyr by pushing the Congress or BJP to bring the government down? See what he's done in the last 24 hours. He's threatening to take on the DISCOMs. He's asking the president to investigate Sheila Dikshit. He's brought in the Jan Lokpal bill today. Is he a man in a hurry because he knows that the Congress or BJP could bring down his government at any time?
Let me just take off from what Ms. Bhandari was saying. She says the vision has been lost, humanism has been lost, the idealism has been lost. You know what has happened with the Aam Aadmi Party? Is that the spirit of idealism has been replaced with the spirit of what I call is political realism. There is a realization within the Aam Aadmi Party that all these tall promises which were made are going to be exceedingly difficult to be implemented. First and foremost, on the question of reduction of electricity tariffs. There is an all-out war which is taking place at the moment, Rajdeep, between the distribution companies, between the DERC and the Delhi government. Frankly, Mr. Kejriwal is beginning to feel that his hands, in a sense, are being tied up. The reason why this entire campaign, which is being launched against the BJP, is because the Aam Aadmi Party wants to position itself as the alternative to the BJP in terms of a party which stands on a pedestal of anti-corruption crusading abilities. Mr. Kejriwal believes that that is where the maximum political dividend is to be made. And this is all about fighting the next Lok Sabha elections, not so much in terms of what's happening.
Are you saying he wants his government to be brought down within the next month?
He doesn't mind that at all. In fact,
he wants, not question of mind, does he want his government to be brought down in the next 1 month?
Why do you think that the Delhi government today has gone to the extent of getting the Delhi Jan Lokpal bill passed by the cabinet? And Mr. Kejriwal has also suggested that he's not going to send this bill to the centre for its ratification, as is the norm. He wants the Congress to take a stand. Am I to understand that Sheila Dikshit will be sent to jail or will be left high and dry because of what had happened in the Commonwealth Games?
You know, that's the question. Prashant Bhushan, does the Aam Aadmi Party want to, are you daring the Congress and the BJP, not just on this program, but in real life, to actually be, daring them to bring you down, challenging them to bring you down on the issues that you are raising, whether it is the power issue, whether it is the issue of Sheila Dikshit possibly being brought under the Lokayukt?
No, we are not daring anyone to bring the government down. We are just trying to fulfill our manifesto promises. The party was elected into office on the basis of a certain manifesto and certain promises that it made in its manifesto,
yes,
which included the Jan Lokpal bill,
yes,
which included a CAG audit of the distribution companies, which included giving free water to people,
yes,
which included several other things. We are just trying to fulfill our manifesto promises one after another as soon and as quickly as we can.
Are you going to make an effort to send Sheila Dikshit to jail? Is that what you're saying? When you asked today the president to investigate, you want Sheila Dikshit to be sent to jail?
Of course. Of course, we want her to be held accountable for the various acts of corruption that she and the government that she presided over has been involved in. We have made it repeatedly clear,
yes,
that we are not going to be influenced or deterred in implementing our manifesto promises by the fact that this government has won a confidence vote on the support of the Congress party. We did not ask for their support. They gave their support on their own. They gave unconditional support on their own. We made it clear from day one.
You will go ahead and prosecute Sheila Dikshit. You will go ahead and prosecute Sheila Dikshit.
Absolutely. We will go ahead and prosecute all those,
yes,
that we have evidence against who have been involved in corruption in Delhi to the extent that we can.
Can I get Sanjay Jha?
Whatever is within our power, we will do.
Can I get Sanjay Jha and Sudhanshu to respond? First you, Sanjay Jha. Quickly respond to what you are hearing. No, let Sanjay respond and then you can. Sanjay, respond. Here is the Aam Aadmi Party senior leader saying we want to prosecute Sheila Dikshit, your chief minister. Are you going to continue to support this government?
Well, we said it, Rajiv, at the very beginning, and we'll reiterate the same point.
Yes.
That if they believe that anyone from a previous government, including Sheila Dikshit, if there is evidence against her that they believe, merits of prosecution and action, let the law take its own course. We are concerned that, Delhi may soon have power cuts that they didn't have when Mrs. Dikshit was in government. Yes. That end of day, Delhi may be heading for a serious crisis of epic proportions. So I think this party needs to understand that governance is a very, very complex and a very difficult task. It's very easy to sit outside and criticize, complain and condemn. But I think now they're beginning to realize that the acid moment of test is now. And they're failing miserably.
Is there somewhere a fear factor though, Sudhanshu? Are you all afraid of the Aam Aadmi Party, both the Congress and the BJP, particularly the BJP, because you know that you are as close as possible now to the Gaddi of Delhi in terms of Prime Ministership, and the Aam Aadmi Party is an X factor. Do you fear the Aam Aadmi Party? Why is it that every day, every single day, a top BJP leader tries to discredit the Aam Aadmi Party in public?
Rajdeep, yes, I am fearful of a few things, but not this. I want to remind you of an incident which took place yesterday, where an Aam Aurat had beaten up the MLA of Aam Aadmi Party because of water problem. See, the heat of accountability is unbearable as far as Aam Aadmi Party is concerned. And because
but you're not answering my question. Do you fear them?
All this
do you fear them?
Talk.
Do you fear the Aam Aadmi Party?
Where is the... As I said, Rajdeep, they are our best mascots. Why should we fear them? The more people will see them, the more they'll love us. And you are saying we will fear them. I mean, it is amusing. I've heard Mr. Sanjay Jha also talking about this and that. Have you been able to decipher which side of the fence is he? Is he for Aam Aadmi Party or against the Aam Aadmi Party? Look at the Nautanki which is being perpetrated. We have evidence. You have evidence against Sheila Dikshit ji. Yes, we have evidence.
Yes.
Why are you not taking action against her? Because as the learned jurist would know, it is not writing to the Rashtrapati that please take action. It is within your domain. Prevention of Corruption Act, as administered in Delhi, is within the domain of the Delhi government, and there is an anti-corruption bureau under the Delhi government itself. What is the sanctity of writing to the president? Except if you want to create a Nautanki and say, look, I am doing things. They very well know that Rashtrapati has no role to play. And even if he has the role to play, central government is not going to do anything about it. So the intent here is not to do something, because as I said, it is to shrug away from the accountability which now the people are demanding.
So you're saying this is a diversionary tactic?
Isn't this worrisome?
You're saying this is a diversionary tactic. You
want
to respond to that?
Tactics, as I said.
Prashant Bhushan, you want to respond? You cannot prosecute even a Sheila Dikshit without first providing adequate proof. Merely writing to the president is not enough, is not proof.
Well, the previous Lok Ayukt had collected some evidence on the basis of which besides, you see, the Delhi police is not under our control. So far as the crime branch is concerned, Arvind had asked for some excellent officers. Unfortunately, the central government has not provided those officers. And that is why we are keen on setting up a Lokpal for Delhi very quickly. And that is why today the cabinet has cleared the Lokpal bill for Delhi, and we will form that. The problem is that whenever we try and do something, we are told that why are we in so much of a hurry? When we don't do something, we are told that look, they are not doing anything. I mean, I don't understand why is the BJP and the Congress as well as the media so obsessed with the Aam Aadmi Party that every discussion, every debate in the media has to be about what the Aam Aadmi Party is doing or not doing. What is it about the Aam Aadmi Party that has made the BJP and the Congress and this corporate media in this country so afraid of the Aam Aadmi Party?
Okay, so now it's the corporate media which is afraid of the Aam Aadmi Party, the BJP which is afraid of the Aam Aadmi Party, the Congress...
Rajdeep, you are in the dock.
No, hold on. The fact is the Aam Aadmi Party believes there is a wider conspiracy. That's what Prashant Bhushan is saying. The corporate media is involved in it. The BJP is involved in it. The Congress is involved in it. Let's be clear. Is the Aam Aadmi Party now reaching the stage where it is simply seeing shadows all across it? Yes, there has been this obsessive focus on it, perhaps more than any other party. That is true. But let's be clear. Why are these conspiracy theories now suddenly emerging? Why is the Aam Aadmi Party suddenly playing the role of victim?
Well, let me put it this way, Rajdeep. One of the reasons why the Aam Aadmi Party is being forced to play this role of the victim is because the Aam Aadmi Party is on one hand feeling very energized and very buoyant with the kind of information which they have, with the kind of ground level feedback that they have got when it comes to Lok Sabha elections. You must appreciate that this battle, this strategy, all these moves, all that unveiling of that anti-corruption list, etc. has got nothing to do with Delhi. It's got to do with Mr. Kejriwal and Aam Aadmi Party's basic belief that in the Lok Sabha election, they are in a position in which they can come up with a miracle. Why do you think this Jan Lokpal bill has been passed? And let me just add...
Are you telling me they want their government to fall in the next 1 month so that they can fight the Lok Sabha election without being in power in Delhi and go to the people and say that the so-called corrupt Congress and BJP forced them to brought their government down?
Now,
that's the limited point.
Prashant Bhushan knows that for the last 2 weeks, I counted, for the last 2 weeks, Arun Jaitley on a daily basis has been writing a blog targeting the Aam Aadmi Party. I did not hear one single leader of the Aam Aadmi Party saying anything against Mr. Jaitley. Now, at a time when you're suddenly confronted with this scenario where large parts of Delhi could be plunged into darkness according to the Delhi Electricity Regulatory Commission, the Aam Aadmi Party has decided to take the battle into the BJP camp. This is a strategy for Lok Sabha. The Aam Aadmi Party believes by targeting the BJP, by positioning yourself as an alternative, as distinct from the BJP, you can make electoral gains, you can make political gains, and that's what the entire strategy is all about.
Let me ask you then, Ms. Bahadur, in conclusion, is this why you joined the Aam Aadmi Party? Or is there a belief that, as Bhupen says, that once you come to power, you've got to be realistic about being in power. Idealism must give way to realism. That's the lesson that the Aam Aadmi Party is learning today.
I think the compulsions of electoral politics have taken over. So the movement, which was a party till such time as it came to power, yes, that was a different party, that was a different strategy, and today it is the compulsions of electoral
compulsions
policy.
of numbers.
Will you go
the
back?
movement has been dominated by politics of numbers.
Will you go back to the Aam Aadmi Party, or is your rupture permanent?
I don't see any. As I see, my direction is quite different from the direction of
I want to give you then the final word, Prashant. What would you like to say to Ms. Bhaduri and others who are founding members who are now leaving your party? Has idealism been replaced by political pragmatism? That you've now realized you're in a numbers game. Bhupendra Chaubey is saying that you want to fight the Lok Sabha elections. You want your government to be brought down so you can be a martyr. Is somewhere idealism losing out to political pragmatism?
You see, Rajdeep, in a political party, if you are having a political party which tries and which wants to get widespread support across communities, across castes, across economic stratas of society, as the Aam Aadmi Party is trying to do,
yes,
there will perforce be all kinds of people in that party. People having differences of opinions will also be in that party. Of course, there has to be a core common belief and ideology. Now, from time to time, there would be people within the party who would do or say things which others in the party do not agree with.
Yes.
Which they might violently disagree with as well.
Is the core disintegrating?
But unfortunately, you see,
is the core disintegrating? Is the core of the Aam Aadmi Party disintegrating?
Not at all.
Not at all?
Not at all. While I respect Ms. Bhaduri's difference of opinion on this Khidki incident,
yes,
and I certainly sympathize with her, but that should not be a cause enough to completely break from the party or start denouncing the party or start saying that the party no longer stands for the values that I believe in, etc.
She wants to respond to you.
The core of the party is certainly has the same values that Ms. Bhaduri has.
She wants to respond to you.
No,
please let her respond to you. Yes, yes.
You see, I see two very big dangers.
Yes.
The path that the Aam Aadmi Party is taking. The first is that in the Khidki incident, what you've seen is that the Aam Aadmi Party is playing up the prejudice of the people of that area and with unscrupulously with the view to get support. And it is probably going to do the same in Haryana.
So you're basically saying that this is now, that the party which started with idealism is now looking for votes.
Politics are numbers. This is about numbers.
It's now becoming about numbers. But that is what politics, but let's be clear, that's what politics is about.
Dangerous. It is dangerous because it is becoming a party of the Aam Aadmi prejudice. And we don't need that. The whole idea of a Vivastha Parivartan, this is the opposite. This is the established prejudices will be further strengthened.
Madhuji,
yes.
Madhuji, you should at least respect the fact that our party has gone out of its way, has gone out to meet all these African people who live in the Khidki extension area.
You've humiliated them,
have
Prashant,
had several
and you
dialogues
don't want to apologize. I'm sorry, but I cannot take that as an answer. You have humiliated those women and you refused to apologize. One doesn't even humiliate prisoners of war.
I think you made your point. I think your point has been made, Prashant Bhushan. Clearly,
I understand that she was even heckled?
No, let's be clear, Sudhanshu. You can smile. You can smile today. You can smile today at the discomfiture of the Aam Aadmi Party. Clearly at the moment the Aam Aadmi Party needs to introspect as to why it's reached the stage today where it's struggling with numbers and where it's battling on several fronts both within and outside. Let's leave it at that for today. Thanks very much to all my panelists for joining us on our top talking point. Editor's take, where do we stand? The Aam Aadmi Party has developed an uncanny knack of staying in the headlines, not always for the right reasons. By claiming that its MLAs are being bribed to switch sides, but offering no proof of any kind, the party could well be accused of raking up needless conspiracy theories. As a minority government, Kejriwal's hold on power is always going to be tenuous. Rather than worrying about what the BJP and Congress are up to, he would be better advised to just focus on the tasks at hand. As for the BJP and Congress, they should both know that any attempt to topple the Kejriwal government will only make the AAP leader a martyr. It's time to end the shadow boxing and get down to the nitty-gritty of governance.